So I have this whole bin that I've been saving forever.
Just a minute.
Oh, here's something.
I know it's here and I'm going to find it.
Actually, I did find an article here that,
Everything I read this morning, I can't remember this afternoon, but
but you at least prepped.
Bright, committed, energetic group of volunteers.
It's a very active and enthusiastic promoter of the gallery.
And I'm always on my social media, hey, join me down here at the MAG. Then when they get here, say, hey, do you know about the MAG Council?
I had no idea that this group existed that was just purely there to raise money for this institution that they all really cared about. And I think it's telling that it's almost all women.
When it first started in 1940, it was society ladies having tea.
Not anymore.
Now we let boys in.
The council is the largest annual donor to the Memorial Art Gallery.
We gave $60,000 to refurbish the Renaissance Gallery.
They sponsor so many exhibitions.
We also fund scholarships for children to creative workshops.
1970, we bought the Steinway piano.
We underwrote the newsletters, the first museum catalog, you name it, we funded it.
Cheese tray, cracker bowls, a tea kettle, and tablecloths.
It's actually stunning when you look at what the MAG Council has done for the museum, big and small, over the years. The museum would not be the museum that it is, the museum that we love, without the council.
So it was either late 39 or early 40. We had lunch, and Gertrude presented this idea. She said she needed a group to raise money for the summer classes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know as I am authorized to say that the board was not too keen about spending large amounts of money on these free classes, you see. She said that it was hard, where she was dealing with a group of men, elderly, to say, to present new ideas because they would cost money. But each year they found more and more children who needed this and wanted it so desperately, and there was no money. So that was how it started.
It was what worked and what didn't. And you learn from that, so you go on and do the next thing better, you hope.
On the council, your job is to figure out what's next.
there was what I call the decade of the galas, where it was one gala after another.
They would really decorate the whole museum. They weren't in just the ballroom. The whole museum was decorated like the Middle Ages, walking around in costumes.
I mean, these were women who really worked hard at making each event truly as a spectacle. There was an exhibit of little dioramas, and the council was involved in giving tours. But that was very early on. It was one of the first things that I remember. I wasn't there, but I
was going to say.
I'm really 120.
You're aging well.
But that led over time to become the docent program.
And that's the remarkable thing. So many of the programs and fundraisers that they experimented with and introduced became permanent parts of the institution. Those free children's art classes became the creative workshop. The exhibition hostesses became the docent program. And of course, they basically started the museum restaurant.
We ran this cafe to prove to the gallery that we could have a restaurant.
The board was considering whether or not to include a restaurant in the new edition that would join the gallery with Cutler Union. And they asked the council if we would consider running a cafe for the 3.5-month duration of Artists of La Revue Blanche.
We needed a restaurant. Every museum has a restaurant.
And so we got to work. You know, how do you create a restaurant in the gallery's large first-floor conference room? We had the gallery staff paint the room in the muted colors of the French flag. Sibley's loaned us an Eiffel Tower from their display department. We had a large chalkboard at the front of the room with the menus. I don't know how many council members sewed aprons for the waitresses. And much to our surprise and delight, on opening day, there was a line outside the door, almost to the gallery's front door, which just absolutely overwhelmed us.
Women got their husbands involved and kept the cafe running for the length of the exhibit.
We were overwhelmed in the restaurant. It was very popular, which is why they did go on to organize a permanent facility here.
You know, it was just one of those, let's have a cafe, and it worked.
And it proved to MAG that there was an audience for a restaurant. Then it became the museum's problem.
We go to them for everything, really, right? I mean, because they're a universal funder.
They are coming to us to say, what do you need us to support this year?
That is an ongoing conversation. It happens every year, all year long. If you haven't already met Sarah Jesse is the director of MAG. I think it's appropriate that she's here. It sends a message to all of the new members that we work very closely.
And they come to us with a list of things that they would like funded. And one of the things that we fund is the celebration days. So it is one thing. We know the MAG has difficulty in pulling off if they didn't have our support.
They wanted to have more diversity. And then that's when they kind of came to us and said, the celebration series, bring in more diverse populations. And that came from their plan.
And we look at the cost and how much money we have, and the finance committee approves it, and the board has to vote on it, and that's how it all gets done.
A fantastic organization. I mean, every time I meet with them, I come home and tell my wife, I'm like, these people should be running the country. I do.
Oh, give me a break.
Like, I feel like things would go so much smoother.
I'm looking out this window, and you can see yet another thing they did for us. The MAG Council named this garden.
I chaired the effort to raise our share of what we'd pledged.
$250,000 from the council?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, it was $250,000.
It was a lot of coffee and cookies.
A lot of coffee and cookies. But every time I walk past the rose bushes, I think, we did this.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's a nice feeling.
Not to mention all of the artworks in the MAG collection we have underwritten the purchase of.
Some of the earliest works that they purchased were by women, and very pointedly so. The Rachel Royce was the first one.
Peeling Onions, Lily Martin Spencer.
Kiki Smith is on that list.
Helen Frankenthaler is a masterpiece. So yeah, it was underrepresented. And the choices that they got were beautiful.
And now one of the efforts for the council is helping keep the store in business. Originally, we ran something called a lending gallery. We would actually loan original artwork, and that evolved into the gallery store. But it was just too hard financially. So again, you know, the council went to the directors and said, what can we do? And the answer was to staff the store with council volunteers. You do feel like you're making a contribution because we're the difference between the museum having a store or not.
One of the board members said, I have so much costume jewelry that's original art. I don't want it anymore. Someone said, I have some furniture. I have some paintings. And I said, that's it. We'll have a sale.
Our biggest fundraiser right now is this Art and Treasures sale.
Rochester's most prestigious garage sale, you've heard that?
We did really well, and it kept growing and growing.
We get donations throughout the year from people.
And it's really fun unpacking all this stuff. It's like Christmas. It's like, oh my gosh, look at this.
And then we started getting storage units.
We're on our second storage unit.
Oh, look, somebody's moving something.
This feels like our second home at this time of the year. We're here a lot. This is mainly all china. So we love full sets, but we'll take any amount.
The treasures aren't always fine china. It'll be
what's a treasure to somebody.
This space and the entire Cutler Union is filled with all these items.
People from every walk of life come and they buy all kinds of things. That is a lot of labor.
You know, 5 or 10 people can't do this. It definitely takes 30, 40, 50, 60, 70
people to put this all together. It's a week-long event of pricing and cleaning and organizing.
I have a lot of treasures for Rotten Treasure. This is a little cool. This is $5, and then my $5 chair.
Last year we had that tea canister that one of our volunteers noticed. She's like,
I think it's museum quality. So we were like, whoa, okay. We took it to one of the curators, and it then became part of the MAG collection.
There's great stuff there, but still, I cannot believe how much money that event makes.
And considering we're selling teacups for $2.
We are so proud that last year we grossed over $100,000.
Over $100,000. Wow. The most ever. I mean, you gotta sell a lot of teacups.
That's a really big deal because it all goes for the benefit of our beloved MAG.
I think we're over 4 million total, right?
Which is a lot.
They keep saying like 4 million, but I think it's a lot more.
Yeah. But that's quite a bit of money.
And if you calculate it in 2026 money, it's a lot more than that probably.
If you could add up the man hours, it would be billions of man hours. Yeah, billions of man hours.
The motivation for me to volunteer here was you're paid with an education. And I was an art teacher, but I learned so much here.
I always felt as a volunteer that I was a part of the museum, almost welcomed as part of the staff. And that's a wonderful feeling. You don't get that feeling in many institutions.
I mean, I can remember meeting people 60 years ago who are my friends to this day.
It is a camaraderie and a friendship that will last your life.
You take Mary Crow's years and my years, Emily Allen's years. I mean, look at that history. There's nobody on the board that lasts that long, is there? Maybe Pete Brown. Thank you, Pete.
Yeah, they are a remarkable institutional presence here, just as a backbone.
I think this gallery has been blessed with decades and decades of committed volunteers who really care about the institution.
The fact that MAG Council is celebrating 85 years, I think, is really cool. The fact that they have a significant impact on how the MAG evolves, I think is really cool. And to say that I'm a part of that makes it cool too.
I say we put the fun in fundraisers. It's hard fun, you know. We really work hard and we're successful.
MAG Council gives the most money of anybody. We do good and we're really organized. So, you know, we're a force.
Even if you're no longer active in the council, you run into people that you were active with, and it's a bond that you share, and it makes you feel part of something bigger than yourself.
Well, you're making me realize I got to get back more involved.
Well, we're starting the strategic planning process all over again, if you want to feel useful.
Just wondering what time it is.
Oh, yes. We're supposed to be working. we're late for work. Okay, we are late.
Okay. I had a feeling that it might be after.
Oh, I hope they didn't feel they had to stay. Well, Audrey's here. Yeah, Audrey's here.